Jesus. 900 to 949. 900. From that time, Jesus instructed his disciples about how he must go into Jerusalem and suffer many things at the hands of the elders, chief priests, and scribes. He told them he would be killed and be raised again on the third day. 901. No one can come to the Father except through me. 902. Jesus turned to them and said, Daughters of Jerusalem, weep not for me, but weep for yourselves and your children. The days are coming, in which they shall say, Blessed are the barren, and the wombs that never bore, and the breasts that never nursed. Then they shall say to the mountains, Fall on us, and to the hills, cover us. 903. So you now have sorrow. But I will see you again. And your heart will rejoice. And no one can take your joy from you. 904. For this I was born and for this reason I came into the world, to bear witness to the truth. 905. If any man desire to be first, the same shall be last of all and servant of all. 906. Then Jesus said to his disciples, If any man will come after me, let him deny himself, take up his cross, and follow me. 907. And whosoever shall not receive you, nor hear you, when ye leave there, shake off the dust from your feet as a testimony against them. 908. Take no scrip for your journey. 909. And watch yourselves, lest at any time your hearts be overcharged with self-indulgence, and drunkenness, and cares of this life, and that day comes and you are unaware and unprepared. For, as a snare, it shall come on all who dwell on the face of the earth. 910. Whoever divorces his wife, except for fornication, and marries another, commits adultery. 911. After he received the kingdom, he returned and called the servants to him for an accounting of what they had done with the talents. The first servant said, Lord, thy talent has gained 10 more. He said to him, Very good. Because you have been faithful in this little matter, you now have authority over 10 cities. 912. Jesus then told the people about John. He said, What went ye out into the wilderness to see? A reed shaken with the wind. 913. Behold the fowls of the air. They sow not, and neither do they reap nor gather into barns. Yet, your heavenly Father feeds them. Are ye not worth as much as they are? 914. But the father said to his servants, Bring out the best robe and put it on him. Put a ring on his hand and shoes on his feet. Butcher the fatted calf. 915. Jesus said to her, Daughter, be of good comfort. Thy faith has made thee whole. Go in peace. 916. Why behold the mote in thy brother's eye, but not consider the beam in thine own eye? 917. Neither be ye called masters, for only one is your master, even Christ. 918. What, therefore, shall the Lord of the vineyard do to them? He shall come and destroy these husbandmen, and shall give the vineyard to others. 919. Thus, if anyone says to you, Lo, here is Christ, or there he is, do not believe it. 920. He who does not honor the Son does not honor the Father who sent him. 921. I will not leave you comfortless. I will come to you. 922. Truly, I tell you, of all those born of woman, there is none greater than John the Baptist, who would make himself least in the kingdom of heaven. 923. What can we do? This man does many miracles. If we leave him alone, everyone will believe in him and the Romans will come and take away both our land and our nation. Jesus should die for that nation, and not for that nation only, but also for the children of God who were scattered abroad. 924. When the people saw this, they all murmured and said that Jesus was gone to be the guest of a man who was a sinner. 925. I know him and keep his word. 926. The child grew, became strong in spirit, and was filled with wisdom and the grace of God. 927. Thou shalt not steal. 928. To one who takes away your cloak let him take away your coat also. 929. He upbraided them for their unbelief and hardness of heart because they did not believe those who had seen him after he was risen. 930. Two men went into the temple to pray. One was a Pharisee, and the other a publican. The Pharisee stood and prayed, God, I thank thee that I am not like other men who are extortioners, unjust, adulterers, or even publicans. I fast twice a week and I give tithes of all that I possess. 931. I am telling you all this beforehand, so, if they say to you, Behold, he is in the desert, do not go forth. Or, Behold, he is in the secret chambers, do not believe it. 932. Whoever hears these sayings and does them, I liken to a wise man who built his house upon a rock. When the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew and beat upon the house, it did not fall because it was founded upon a rock. 933. He sent other servants to say, Dinner is prepared. The king's oxen and fatlings are killed. Everything is ready. Come to the marriage. 934. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. 935. By chance, a priest came by. When he saw him, he crossed to the other side. 936. And if ye lend only to those from whom ye expect to receive back, what thanks have ye? Sinners also lend to sinners to receive as much again. 937. You will be sorrowful but your grief will be turned into joy. 938. He brought him to an inn and took care of him. 939. And whoever gives a cup of cold water to one of the little ones in the name of a disciple, will never lose his reward. 940. In laying aside the commandment of God, ye hold the tradition of men, as the washing of pots and cups and many other things that ye do. 941. Since the feast of Passover was at hand, Jesus went to Jerusalem. There he found, sitting in the temple, all those who sold oxen and sheep and doves and changers of money. When he had made a scourge of small cords, he drove them all out of the temple. He overthrew the tables. He said to those who sold doves, Take these things away. Make not my Father's house a house of merchandise. 942. For saying this, go thy way. The devil is gone from thy daughter. When she returned home she found her daughter at rest upon the bed and the devils cast out. 943. Those who were invited made light of it and went their ways. One went out to his farm. Another attended to his merchandise. 944. When Jesus heard this, he marveled and said to those who followed, Verily, I say unto you, I have not found such great faith anywhere, no, not even in Israel. 945. But to sit on my right hand and on my left hand is not mine to give. It shall be given to them for whom it is prepared. 946. I say to you who hear, love your enemies. 947. On his way he saw a fig tree. As he came to it he found nothing on it but leaves. He said, Let no fruit ever grow on thee. The fig tree withered away. 948. Where I am, there also will my servant be. 949. As they departed, Jesus spoke to the crowds about John. He said, What went ye out into the wilderness to see? A reed shaken with the wind. Sent from Fast Notepad.